We're learning about when we have powers to powers for exponents, which means that when I have something with an exponent raised to another exponent, and looking at our formula chart, whenever we have a power raised to a power, it says that we need to multiply those exponents together. So what that looks like for our problems is that we have an exponent outside. So for example, we have our 2 outside, and we need to distribute that. We need to multiply that by every exponent that's inside. So first and foremost, we need to make sure everything has an exponent. So I notice that my 4 does not have an exponent, so I'm going to put a 1 there just so that I have something. And we are going to distribute this 2 to every exponent. So we're still going to have 4, we're still going to have A, and we're still going to have B, but our exponents are going to change because 2 times 1 is going to give me 2, and then I'm going to multiply 2 times 3, which is my exponent for A, and that's going to give me 6, and I'm going to multiply 2 times 2, which is going to give me 4. And then I can actually simplify that even further because I know what 4 squared is. 4 squared is actually 16, so my answer is 16, A to the 6th, B to the 4th. And again, use your calculator to help you with that math because we don't want you to get the wrong answer just because you do the math incorrectly. So we have one more problem we're going to look at. We have 16x to the 12th, y to the 18th. So again, we have an exponent that's outside the parentheses. So we need to distribute that exponent that's outside. In this case, that exponent is our 1/2. We need to distribute that to everything on the inside. So I'm going to rewrite all of my inside pieces, my terms. I have 16x and y, and I'm going to multiply this 1/2 that I have out here times all the exponents. Well, 16 doesn't have an exponent, so remember if there's no exponent, it's a 1. 1 times 1/2 would be 1/2, and then 1/2 times 12 is going to be 6 because half of 12 is 6, and 1/2 times 18 is going to be 9. So we'll have 18 times 1/2, which again is 9. We can simplify that a little bit further because 16 times x to the 1/2 is actually, 16 to the 1/2 power. This does simplify here. It's not something that you would probably know off the top of your head, and that is 100% okay, but we can use our calculator to help us with that. 16 to the 1/2 is actually 4, so I really end up with 4, and then x to the 6th and y to the 9th, and that would be my final answer.